Here we are. Okay. I might have futzed with the settings. Okay.
Are you all the way up on yours?
Let me look. No, here's my level.
That's your level?
Yes, ma'am. Like 3/4. Yep. Okay.
Is that falling for you?
Hmm?
Is that falling for you?
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Do we have anyone online yet?
Yes. There's one human.
Nice. One human joining us. Welcome. Satnam.
Which camera?
So they're there, and then we have another camera here. But this is something separate. This is a separate little
That's watching her.
gizmo thing. I have lots of things watching me. Yeah. Otis, come on. Let's go.
Oh.
Come on, buddy. Come on.
She said 2 minutes. She'll be here in 2 minutes.
Okay.
Perfect.
It is perfect. All right. How do you like this weather? It's so nice and cool. Last year it was already hot, remember? Oh, yeah, it was super hot last year.
I'm so excited to look at the weather.
Yeah, and it's going to be quite cool in Sedona. Yeah, I have to pack. In fact, because it's as cool as it is, I'm almost going to bring my suitcase with him to Georgia. So we're going to
Oh, that's
Yes. Sweat lodges are a very cool experience.
I have not done that yet.
You know, it's really amazing. Here in Nevada?
Yeah.
In Las Vegas? Beautiful. Yeah, it's a beautiful ceremony.
I mean, you went to Sedona. So,
I see.
I took my classes here.
I got you. Well, so we were talking about, Larry, hertz.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh, shoot. You know what? I need to go grab a couple of photos because I want to talk about brain waves tonight. As far as the hertz, how they roll when we do Yoga Nidra. There we go. Go on, Otis. So our brain obviously functions on a frequency. And in the practices of yoga, we specifically create different states of frequency with the practices that we do. We're very intentional about that. Because the mind is very much given to us for the option and the opportunity to expand. Where is my brain waves? I have it in here.
Well, it sounds like you're touching on what they talk about. Ego level and raising up spiritually.
Yes, well, correct. So I don't have my piece of paper, so I'm not going to be able to talk quite as intelligently as I would like to about it, but that's okay. So we have the brain operating in these different states: alpha, beta, delta, theta, and then there's a gamma state. And I believe that our normal function brainwave state is beta state. And then we move into what's known as theta state, which is the superconscious state of the mind. And the superconscious state of the mind is when we're in that half awake, half asleep, lucid dreaming state of what they call superconsciousness. And it's a very, very creative state. It's a lot of what, when you're hypnotized, it's very much the state that the hypnotist puts you into, that state of the brain. So we do it very intentionally with Yoga Nidra through breath practice and intention. And we set an intention with what we call the sankalpa. So the sankalpa, what that word means is seed of the heart. Seed of the heart. And we set it in the present tense as if it already exists. So for example, we work with, it's an intention or a resolution. And we always want to work with that, really with any type of spiritual discipline. It's important to have an intention, to have a resolution. Every time you go to sit and meditate or do something that is for your sense of connecting to your higher self or for the higher good of yourself and all, it's important to have an intention. Yeah, it's not, you can be selfish about it and obviously just say, well, this is just for me, which is also very good. But hello, Miss Jasmine. How are you, dear? I'm glad you're here, sweetheart. Of course. I was just getting started. Yes, you're here. Yes.
One stretch.
No problem. Get back. So we put it in the present tense because the mind, when we do these present tense affirmations, doesn't know the difference between past or future. Very much just relates to that, even though we're projecting with this affirmation.
No, it does know what you do want, what you don't want.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to be working with the energy of intuition tonight. And this is a really beautiful Yoga Nidra script because it's a guided meditation that we go through this whole process very systematically of going through all the energy points of the body in a very unique pattern so that we create the brain to go into that theta state of frequency. And when we do that, we're doing it the initial part of this intention, this sankalpa, guiding us. So it literally becomes seated that much deeper. And we're doing a whole practice tonight on dancing vine, the vines that grow outside of nature. That's our script that we're going to be following. And the metaphor of the dancing vine is that the vines are always reaching for the sunlight. And for us as humans, in our brain is what we call our inner sun of the pineal gland. The pineal gland and the pituitary gland very much communicate together. So the pineal gland sits right in the very center of the brain, and then the pituitary gland is more forward, and that's associated with our third eye. Yeah. So the third eye, of course, is the tip. It's generally speaking, it's about right here. And when we meditate, we often focus our eyes on that, or when we're chanting, we chant and it taps the pituitary gland. It's like playing a drum mallet. And the tongue becomes a mallet on the drum head of the roof of the mouth. So we're stimulating the pituitary gland very, very uniquely. It's all fascinating when we break it down in this yogic science method and understanding that we're not just willy-nilly doing something. It's very scientific. It's an applied yogic art. And what's really beautiful to me is that this has existed, this science, this spiritual discipline and practice has existed for thousands of years. And so we're just starting to wake up and remember it. Because we're coded to have these experiences in us, but because of all the external influence of mainly technology, it tends to take us outside of what we're viewing. We're looking outside of ourselves for guidance, whereas really it's all within. So we're going to do this really beautiful dancing vine, and I have not taught this dancing vine before. So it's funny because Jen and I will decide, well, we want to send out a text, or we want to do this, or we want to do that to promote and just give a blast to everybody. Hey, come, because we're doing this. And so I have several books that I refer to get my scripts, and it opens to this dancing vine, and I'm like, oh, I haven't taught this one, and I've been teaching this for a long time. Isn't that interesting? So we're going to have an experience with that tonight. But I want to give you the affirmation, the sankalpa of the world supports me as I grow. The world supports me as I grow. So that's our intention, our sankalpa for tonight. How does that sound? Does that feel? Does that resonate with you? Greenery that I have in my front yard, my little micro greenery patch that I have out there. And I was really adamant about creating that last year because I was so aware that I needed to have something that I could literally go and ground on because there wasn't anything. I had astroturf everywhere and rocks and things like that. So I really wanted greenery. But this Yoga Nidra, dancing vine Yoga Nidra, it says vines reach for the sunlight, exploring, changing course. That's important, that we change course when we need to, adapting as needed, and perpetually enjoying new experiences and perspectives. And they're literally dancing in the light all along the way. So where is the sunlight showing up in your life? That's another query that we'll present to ourselves. And to those of you who are joining us online, I'm sharing that with you as well. And when we do that, tap into your intuition and start moving in that direction now. All right. So let's tune in. And we'll prepare. Everything we'll do from this point on is preparing us to go into this Yoga Nidra state. So close the eyes, put your phone on silent, and turn it over, please. Thank you. So rubbing the hands, sitting tall. We want to keep our spine lengthened. Good. Beautiful. Thank you, Larry. And just focus on the breath, the sound, and the movement generating heat in the hands. Hearing the sounds in the room and outside of the room. Dogs snoring, the wind blowing. Good. Let's rub really brisk now these last few seconds. Nice. And then press firmly the hands together and really sit tall. Lift the chest. Let the thumbs rest right in the very center of your chest. This is the energy center of your heart. And this is where another inner sun is beaming and shining. The heart, yogis say, holds the energy and the light of 108 suns. We just experience that beautiful energy in the center of our body, of our energetic self, physical self, spiritual self. We open our heart fully and completely, gratefully. Grateful for the breath, the body, the mind. And grateful for this opportunity that we always create whenever we take the time to come and practice these beautiful ancient practices of wisdom, intuition, elevation, expansion. And especially when we come and practice together, creating that change that we wish to see in the world, in us, and sharing that light with all. So we'll inhale through the nose and exhale through the open mouth a few times, purging. Just sit quietly for a moment and just feel that shift. Focusing now a little bit more on the inhale. Let the inhale be a little bit longer than the exhale. Preparing to tune in with Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Acknowledging this, taking our place in this living lineage known as the golden chain. We'll inhale to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale deep, holding the breath, squeezing the body. We're starting to activate the Kundalini energy to rise. Exhaling, relaxing. And feeling this energy that has been released from the base of the spine, just around the sacral area, rising up. She is rising in a 3.5 cycle pattern, bringing all the chakras online. And this beautiful sound current that has now just come on is a mantra. It's a very old, very ancient Ayurvedic Vedic mantra that balances all these chakra centers. So with the balance of the chakras and the Kundalini rising, activating them even more to harmonize and be even more balanced, we'll feed everything through the connector band of the halo, which sits at your hairline, into the auric field, the 8th chakra that surrounds you, and then beyond that into your radiant body. As we chant this next mantra, known as the Mangala Charn, it is the light of truth, and we are projecting this light of truth that is your unique frequency of truth in all 6 directions, starting with your left, and then to your back, and then to your right, and then to the front, with above and below simultaneously being charged. Adigade Name, Jugadagade Name, Satagade Name, Siddhigurudeve Name, Adigade Name, Jugadagade Name, Satagade Name, Siddhigurudeve Name, Adigade Name, Jugadagade Name, Satagade Name, Siddhigurudeve Name. Inhale, holding your breath, squeezing the energy and squeezing the muscles around the spine and the whole body, and projecting outward, clear, bright, and radiant. Merging together, let's beam to infinity and beyond. And then exhaling. And gratitude to the spirit team, the light team, our ancestors, guides, angels, the sages, the rishis, the avatars. They are always present, always with us. So in gratitude. Okay, we'll start with the hands on the knees and we'll begin to rotate our body to the left. Keeping the eyes closed. Just want to create a gentle movement of circular motion, feeling this pressure at the base of the spine. This is known as the Sufi ground. Just working to stabilize that Kundalini energy a little bit more. Use your breath. Inhale as you stretch forward. Exhaling as you're arching back. Just nice and slow. Vibrating Sat, vibrating Nam. Sat on the inhale. Om on the exhale. Shiva Om Swaha. Let's go the other way. Hari Om Namah. Smoothly rotating. Feel the rotation in the sit bones on your mat. Just feel this little bit of pressure in the low back, which is actually decompressing the low back. Unwinding your day. Unwinding any tension. And rewinding it into a better pattern, a more stronger pattern that supports your expansion and transformation. All right, we'll inhale center, stretching upward through the crown, pull down through the tailbone, lift up internally, squeeze the rectum, lift the sex organs, pelvic floor, navel in and up, and then relax. Good. And then placing your hands around the shins, fingers around the shins. You want to find, with the thumb, you want to fish around and find that spot in the calf that's a little bit sensitive. So that's where you want to hold. Yeah? Good. So keep your elbows relatively straight, and we'll inhale, flex forward, and exhale, flex back. So we're rocking on those buttock bones, stimulating the metabolism, working with the lower triangle. Breathing through the nose. Feel this flexing motion in the chest, upper back. Feel the shoulders moving. The head stays neutral. Eyes closed. Gently rocking and moving in a way that's very smooth. Flexing forward and flexing back. This is known as the camel rise, spinal flexing motion. Starting to build the energy from the lower triangle of the root, the sacrum, the navel point, up into the heart. Couple more. All right, we'll inhale center. Hold. Squeeze again internally the Mula Bandha, the root bone, and then relaxing. Now bring your hands to your shoulders, fingers in the front, thumbs in the back. Elbows stay at shoulder height. We'll inhale, twist left. Exhale, twist right. Spine lengthened, chest lifted, and smoothly turning the head with this movement. Vibrate sat, vibrate nam. Inhale left, vibrating sat. Exhale right, vibrating nam. Truth is my identity. Shiva Om Swaha Hari Om Namah Mama Simran Vanya Yamha Shiva Om Swaha Hari Om Namah Mama Simran. Inhale center. Squeeze the Mula Bandha again, rectum, sex organs, pelvic floor, navel in and up. Now lift up through the chest and draw the chin in, slightly press the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Really consolidate around your heart. Relax. Hands down to the knees, shoulder shrugs. Continue to sit with the chin neutral, spine lengthened, chest lifted. Breathing in a way that really supports this movement to be energetic. Shiva Om Swaha Hari Om Namah. Inhale, squeeze up from the base of the spine. Really squeeze the shoulders up, open the throat, press the tongue. Relax. Feel the energy center of the throat really starting to open. Feel the back of the neck very much opening as well. And let's gently roll our head, starting in whatever direction that you feel. Breathing with the support of the movement. Eyes to the third eye continue to vibrate soft and numb. So we're systematically moving the energy upwards with this just very gentle series of warm-up movements. Next time the head goes down, go the other way. Alright, and then inhale, we'll lengthen up through the crown of the head, this silver cord, and pull down at the tailbone, the golden cord connecting heaven and earth. Press the tongue, hold the breath, squeeze everything inside, and then relax. Beautiful. Okay, let's sit so the legs are stretched out. And we'll shake the legs out a little bit, do some cat-cow, and then come into a Kriya that is for the auric strength and has this beautiful breath pattern to prepare us for Yoga Nidra. All right, so just sit to where you can start to shake the legs. And you want to shake them so the whole leg comes off the floor. Shake everything. Really tapping the heels, the backs of the knees, the thighs. Woo, get everything going. Nice. Now windshield wiper. And feel this windshield wiper in all the joints of the legs, hips, knees, ankles. Just really loosening it up. Good. Now point and flex. Get all the foot involved. And again, you want to feel this in the knees, feel it in the hips. More. Really spread those toes too when you flex. Point strongly. Okay, and then roll the ankles. And roll them smoothly. Again, pointing and flexing the toes. Once more, we feel this in the ankles, the knees, the hips. Let's go the other way. Okay, good. Inhale, stretch up. Soft knees, and exhale, we'll stretch down and grab hold of the toes. If you're able to or not, hold on to your legs wherever you can. Drop your shoulders, lift your chest. Just stretching here, stretching forward with the heart. Try not to jut the chin out, keep the chin neutral so the back of the neck doesn't get pinched, lifting the chin too much. And just stretching here and breathing. Relax the arms down. Deep breath. As you breathe in, expand outward with the belly, chest, ribs. Expanding. Exhale, lengthen. Feel the navel moving in and up. Good. Now inhale, reach up, come up. Big reach. And so we'll do some cat-cow. Coming to all fours. Aligning yourself so that your hands are hip width, knees are shoulder width. Wait, I did that backwards. Hands are shoulder width, knees are hip width, and your fingers are spread wide, and you put the weight on into the fingertips, and also the tops of the feet are flat on the floor, but put your heels together. All right? So you've got space between the hands and the knees, the way this posture alignment is, so you can move the spine up and down. So let's do that. Exhale, arch up, chin tucks into the chest, head down. Inhale, opposite. Head lifts, spine arches down. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Really pull the navel up to the spine. Inhale. And keep going. Keep vibrating Sat and Good. Let's do one more. Hold the head up, pushing the navel out. Just hold the breath in for a moment. Now exhale. Completely breathe all the breath out. Pull the navel up strongly. Empty yourself. Hold the breath out. And relax. Open the knees a little bit wider so you can sit back on your heels. Stretch your arms forward. Bring your forehead down to the floor if you can. If this is too much, then just cross your arms and rest your head on your crossed arms. Holding here, breathing deeply, and once more, let's bring our sankalpa into our consciousness, forward into the consciousness in this moment. The world supports me as I grow. The world supports me as I grow. And then slowly rising up. And we'll sit once more with the legs stretched out. Now you'll notice you've got those green pillows and the gold pillows next to you. I recommend that you sit on the edge of one of those so that you can sit with your pelvis slightly tilted. All right, not the bolster, but one of those other pillows. I have this little felt and I'm rolling it up so that I have a support for my tailbone, my sacrum, and my pelvis literally will tilt this way. It's much easier. Yeah, you want to have a little bit of a tilt forward. When you do that, you're going to feel that you can sit up a lot taller, a lot easier. Yeah, and so we want to always keep our spine lengthened. That's really important posture alignment to be aware of. So we're going to do this next series of 3 movements just on the left side. So we bring our right foot inside the left thigh. And we're going to either reach forward and catch hold of the toes, or you're going to hold on to your leg comfortably. All right? So as you hold on to the leg, you want to have either hand opposite each other. So you don't want to stagger. You want to have them even. Yep. Good. So pay attention to that too. Now, as you're stretching forward, we want to lead with the heart. So we're not doing this, we're doing this. So we may just be in a slight coming forward bend posture. And again, adjust yourself, whatever you need, so that you're able to maintain the integrity of the alignment. Now, as we come into this posture, we're going to breathe a very specific pattern. And that pattern is we're going to breathe in 4 sniffs through the nose. We're going to hold the breath while we're mentally, and while we're doing that 4 sniffs, we're we're vibrating sa, ta, na, ma. And then we're going to hold the breath for 4 cycles of that mantra. Satanama, 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 Satanama. And then we're going to powerfully exhale 2 strokes out all through the nose. And as we breathe out all the breath out in those 2 strokes, we're mentally vibrating Wahe Guru. So this is known as the Panj Shabad, these sounds. The Panj Shabad is the 5 sounds of the universe, which is birth, life, death, and rebirth. Those are the 5 sounds of the universe as she's creating. So we do this cycle mentally. Sa, ta, na, ma, 4 distinct sniffs in through the nose. We hold Satanama, 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 Satanama. And then we powerfully, all the breath goes out. And those 2 strokes out. We're going to really use the diaphragm and the navel point. And when we vibrate Wahe Guru, we're vibrating the sound of ecstasy. We're vibrating the frequency of ecstasy, which amplifies each Satanama 1,000 times, each one. So we're going to create a big expansion of frequency in this next 2 or 3 minutes that we'll be doing this. We're going to keep going with this mantra the whole time. Hi, Buttercup. So go into your posture. And how about I say it out loud for us to get us going, and then I'll be quiet, and we'll just do the breath together, okay? So let's start. 4 sniffs in. Sa, ta, na, ma. Hold the breath. Satanama, 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 Satanama. 2 strokes out. Wahe Guru. Sa, ta, na, ma. Satanama, 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 Wahe Guru. Sa, ta, na, ma. Satanama, 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 Wahe Guru. Let's keep going. Now keep your eyes open and gaze at that big toe. Keep going. We'll do one more cycle. Good, and then slowly just relax, sitting up. Stretch your right leg out for a moment. We're going to come back into that posture, but just take a moment in between. Stretching, moving, it feels good. So we'll continue Coming back into Janu Shirshasana, which is the right leg on the inside of the left thigh. And it's interesting the current of energy, how it flows when we put ourselves in this posture. So we have this flow of energy that runs from the inner ankles on both legs. It runs up the leg, inner leg, into the groin, opposite groin. So it's going into the right side of your groin. And then it goes through the upper, this goes on the right side of the spine up to the base of the skull on the right side. So the left switches and goes up the right side, and then it crosses again and goes to the left brain. It's very interesting. And it's associated with what we call the life nerve, which is also associated with the vagus nerve, which is the biggest nerve channel in the body. But this whole cycle that we're doing is for nerve regulation and auric strength. Because when your nervous system is regulated, meaning it's balanced, you're very strong. Nothing sways you. You can really manage a lot of stress and just everything a lot easier and a lot better. Buttercup, what are you doing? There's no telling. All right, so now we're going to put our palms together and we're going to place them on the inside of that left leg. And you're going to maintain your gaze still on your big toe. And we're going to keep with that pattern of breath. So put your palms together, hands on the inside of that left leg. Put your gaze on the big toe of the left foot and begin your cycle of breathing. Keep going. Watch Larry, make sure he's doing it right. Stay focused on the internal vibration of the mantra and the way your breath is moving the energy. Keep the internal sounds of Satanama and Waheguru very clearly vibrating and hear it in your own voice. Keep your gaze on that left big toe and continue. One more cycle. Good. And slowly release. Stretching out that right leg. Taking your time. We'll be standing up, creating archer pose on the left side. continuing with our Shabad Kriya breath pattern. Shabad. Shabad means prayer. Prayer. Shabad means prayer. Yeah. Punch means 5. P-A-N-J. Excuse me? Punch, Shabad. 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 You got it. All right, left foot forward. Right foot is pretty far back. Hinge your right foot slightly in, heel slightly out. If you can, imagine a line from your left heel back to the center of the arch of the right foot. That way you're in the right alignment. So I'm going to adjust a little bit because I'm a little off. When you do that, you're going to feel you're able to balance quite evenly left or front to back. Then we'll bring our left arm up and curl the fingers in, but stretch the thumb strongly. This is known as the archer pose. So we'll pull our bow with the right arm. Same mudra with the right hand. Bring this mudra back to rest back behind the right ear. Now bend the left knee and gaze now through the thumb of the left hand. And we want to feel again, I want you to be aware that your tailbone is like a root. It's growing down. And your feet and legs are evenly balanced. Yeah? Now we want to begin our breath pattern one final time. Four sniffs in through the nose, holding, and then 2 strokes out through the nose. Vibrating. Sa, ta, na, ma. And then 4 cycles of that, and then Waheguru on the exhale. Last cycle. Good, and relax. Bring your right foot forward, and then just shake out your arms and your legs. Just give a gentle shake. All right, we are ready now to come into our rest nest. So the rest nest is where you're going to lie on your back. You're going to take the bolster and put it behind your knees. You're going to use the green and gold pillow behind the head or just one or the other. Please cover yourself. You've got 2 blankets at the foot of your setup here. I recommend you use both. I like to have a little heavier weight. You can leave your feet exposed if it's too hot, but you'll get cool, and because you deeply relax and your body temperature will lower. So go ahead and start. And then you've got 3 eye bags there, which you're going to put a Kleenex on your face and then put an eye bag on your forehead and your eyes, and then you're going to put an eye bag in each hand. So you've got a little bit of weight in each hand. Good.
I don't know why, I always keep forgetting the words.
That's okay.
I feel like we're much better once I remember the words. Oh,
It's part of your training.
I understand. Yeah.
All right. So once you come into your space, take your time. Take all the time you need. Let's bring our sankalpa forward, and I'm going to bring it forward again and have you mentally repeat it. But we are setting the intention of the world supports me as I grow with our dancing vine Yoga Nidra practice. Good. So Larry, fold your Kleenex in half so you're not covering your nose. Yeah, so you can breathe a little bit easier that way. I'll be playing the Venus Gong tonight. So we're preparing ourselves to do nothing for the next 20 minutes or so. Just do nothing. What a pleasant thing to do nothing. So as you're beginning to settle, lying down comfortably, any position is fine. However you feel you wish to come into the practice of Yoga Nidra. May prosperity be unto all. May peace be unto all. May fullness be unto all. May auspiciousness be unto all. Listening to your body, choosing the position that best suits you right now, your Yoga Nidra practice. For this practice of fluidity, dancing in light like a vine. Feel your head cushioned with a pillow or blanket, covering yourself with the blankets if you like. Maybe an eye pillow to soothe your eyes. Maybe you'd like to hug a bolster or a blanket. Oh, thank you, Jen. Just listening in and answering the call. What is your body asking for in this moment? What will allow you to feel more free? So propping and positioning yourself in any way you'd like right now. Check that everything is just right. During this practice, you can move your body anytime you need, but make yourself so comfortable that you won't want to move. Check that your feet are comfortable, your legs are comfortable, your hips are comfortable, whole back, your arms and hands, your shoulders, your neck, jaw, tongue, forehead. Whole body as comfortable as can be. Feel the support of the surface beneath you. Let it hold you completely. Settling into the support of the earth, sending down steady, firm roots. Steady, firm roots to give you the freedom to explore far and wide. Deep roots held steady by the earth unconditionally. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, let go of anything you think you need to do right now. There's nothing you need to do, nothing you have to think about. Set everything aside. Your body is settling in. Your attention is drawing inward. Inhale, feeling present in this moment. Exhale, letting go of anything outside of this moment. Inhale, feeling present in this moment. Exhale, letting go of anything outside of right here, right now. Allow your sense of hearing to extend out, receiving sounds, but without analyzing. Simply receiving objectively. Receiving any sounds. The farthest sounds. Near sounds. Maybe even the sounds within your own body. Sound of your own breath. Become aware of the body. Become aware of your whole body from the top of your head down to the toes, from the toes up to the crown of your head. Be aware your body is resting comfortably. Feel stillness in your body. If at any time you need to move, then move. Otherwise, you're free to settle into the comfort. Free to settle in to the roots. Free to rest the body. An absolute comfort. Just as you like it. Just for you. Effortless. Your body rests while your awareness is free to roam. Yoga Nidra has now begun. Now, if you'd like, allow the joyful feeling of your sankalpa to arise. The world supports me as I grow. The world supports me as I grow. The world supports me as I go. Don't overthink it. Just feel. That little ray of sunshine is your perfect next move forward. Go with that. Really feel your sankalpa. The world supports me as I grow. Picture it as vividly as you can. If the feeling is there, it can't help but be manifested. Stating your sankalpa now 3 times with clarity and feeling. The world supports me as I grow. The world supports me as I grow. The world supports me as I grow. Now beginning the process of enlivening the body with energy. Several energetic points will be named. Allow awareness to move freely from point to point. Maybe experiencing awareness dancing from point to point, like a soft vine of light or color. Awareness dancing like a soft vine of light or color. Start with awareness of the right hand thumb. Energetic awareness of the right hand thumb. Now the left hand thumb. The right wrist. The left wrist. The right elbow. Left elbow. Dancing like a vine of light or color. Right shoulder. Left shoulder. Hollow of the throat. Back of the head near the top. Crown of the head. Eyebrow center. Right eyebrow. left eyebrow, right eye, left eye, right ear, right cheek, left cheek, tip of the nose, upper lip, lower lip, tip of the chin, hollow of the throat, heart center, right side of the chest, heart center, left side of the chest, heart center, navel center, tip of the tailbone, right hip, right knee, left knee, dancing energy vine, right ankle, right big toe, left big toe, whole right side of the body, whole left side of the body, whole body together, whole body together, whole body together. Welcome the whole body alive with energy. Now become aware of the breath. No need to change the breath in any way. Simply bring awareness to the breath. As you exhale, feel you let go of any fatigue, stress, tension. As you inhale, feel you're pulling in boundless energy. Exhale, letting go of fatigue, stress, tension. Inhale, filling up with boundless energy. Exhale from the crown of the head down to the toes. Inhale from the toes up to the crown of the head. Exhale from the crown of the head down to the ankles. Inhale from the ankles up to the crown of the head. Exhale from the crown of the head down to the knees. Inhale from the knees up to the crown of the head. Exhale from the crown down the spine to the tailbone. Inhale from the tailbone up the spine to the crown. Exhale from the crown down the spine to the navel. Inhale from the navel up the spine to the crown. Exhale from the crown down the spine to the heart center. Inhale from the heart center up the spine to the crown. Exhale from the crown down to the throat center. Inhale from the throat center up the spine to the crown. Exhale from the crown down to the bridge between the nostrils. Inhale from the bridge between the nostrils up to the crown. Now to the third eye. Exhale down to the bridge between the nostrils. Inhale from the bridge between the nostrils up to the third eye. Back to the crown. Exhale down to the bridge between the nostrils. Inhale from the bridge between the nostrils up to the crown. Exhale from the crown down the spine to the throat center. Inhale from the throat center up the spine to the crown. Exhale from the crown down the spine to the heart center. Inhale from the heart center up the spine to the crown. Exhale from the crown down the spine to the navel. Inhale from the navel up the spine to the crown. Exhale from the crown down the spine to the tailbone. Inhale from the tailbone up the spine to the crown. Exhale from the crown of the head down to the knees. Inhale from the knees up to the crown of the head. Exhale from the crown of the head down to the ankles. Inhale from the ankles up to the crown of the head. Exhale from the crown of the head down to the toes. Inhale from the toes up to the crown of the head. Feel that the whole body is breathing in and out. Inhaling cosmic energy from all around you. Exhaling any energy blocks. Continue to breathe in this way. Inhaling cosmic energy. Exhaling any energy blocks. Shifting to inner wisdom now, effortlessly tapping in. There is an infinite well of knowledge within you. Series of symbols will be named. The mind might or might not spontaneously project images. There's nothing for you to manifest, search for, or think about. Nothing to do at all. Simply be the witness, as if watching clouds in the sky. Images or no images, it doesn't matter. Watching with detached awareness. A bright red chair. A bright red chair. A bright red chair. Flowing stream. Flowing stream. Flowing stream. Gift box. Gift box. Gift box. Tall trees. Tall trees. Tall trees. Resting lion. Resting lion. Resting lion. Microphone. 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 String of lights. String of lights. String of lights. Birthday cake. Birthday cake. Birthday cake. Tropical beach. Tropical beach. Tropical beach. Hot air balloon. Hot air balloon. Hot air balloon. If any insights spontaneously occur to you, take them with you. If not, that's also fine. Know this time has been useful in awakening your creativity and intuition. Now bring awareness to your heart center. Effortless awareness of the heart center. Picture at your heart center a beautiful, glowing light. Beautiful and radiant, like the sun. Feel its warmth and light nourishing your whole being. This is the heart of your being, your luminous soul. Your soul holds all the answers for you. As the observer of this beautiful light, you can ask for any guidance that you like. Perhaps asking about your next move forward or anything else that arises. Take some time now to communicate with your soul. And now thanking your soul for any guidance. Visualizing the soul as radiant light at your heart center. Allow your awareness to completely absorb into this light. Absorbing into your soul. Duality of you as the observer and your soul as the other dissolves. Duality dissolves. There is only you, the soul, that remains. All thinking ends. Nesting is the luminous soul itself. Resting as the luminous soul itself. Resting as the luminous soul itself. Bringing awareness back to the heart center. Effortless awareness of the heart center. If you like, taking the opportunity to allow your sankalpa to arise once more, your heartfelt resolve. The world supports me as I grow. The world supports me as I grow. The world supports me as I grow. Know that your sankalpa has been received deep in your being and is already manifesting. Now becoming aware of your breath, your body resting, breathing itself. Hear the sound of your body breathing. Feel the sensation of your body breathing. Externalizing your awareness. Becoming aware of the room you're in, floor, walls, ceiling, listening for sounds within the room. Knowing that the practice of Yoga Nidra is coming to an end. Developing awareness of your body in the place that you're in. Yoga Nidra is now complete. Start to create gentle movements in your body by simply wiggling your fingers and wiggling your toes. And then making any gentle movements of stretching and moving that would feel good. Gradually making larger movements, moving any body parts that are calling you. And when you're ready, I'd like for you to roll to your right side. Taking a few deep breaths here as you're lying on your right side. And just recall any guidance that you received from your soul or insights from your Yoga Nidra practice today. Hold the feeling of the dancing vine moving towards your next ray of sunshine. And when you're ready, slowly pushing yourself up, keeping your eyes closed. And just sitting quietly for a moment and continuing this introspective journey. Allowing these insights to be fully present that you received in your Yoga Nidra journey this evening. Feeling the feeling of your sankalpa. The world supports me as I grow. Not thinking about it, but feeling it. When you're ready, please bring your hands into prayer mudra at the heart center. Bowing your head in gratitude to yourself for making the time to come and practice this sacred, beautiful practice of deep, restful yogic sleep. Giving yourself these moments, these deep moments of rest, rejuvenation, introspection. May the longtime sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. We'll close with one long sat and a short nam. Sat. Nam. Go in beauty. Peace be with you. Till we meet again in the light of our hearts. And may peace prevail on earth. Sat Nam. was lovely. So we're going to serve you tea. Here comes our little tea walla. And we have really yummy tangerines. I highly recommend you have one. I'm going to have one for sure. Oh, buttercup. Such a loud small bucket. All right. Thanks, Mom. Cheers. Ooh, it's warm. Cheers. I'm not. Oh, yum. What's that? Oh, yeah. They're so funny. I don't know what Buttercup was doing when she got up. Who knows? She's doing stranger and stranger things these days. Oh, what? Yes. Thank you. Have you been, Jasmine? Yeah. Writing? You look really beautiful. Yeah. Thank you. Really? Springtime. Because I haven't seen you since spring. Okay. Oh, good. How many do we have online?
We had